Hi, everyone. I wanted to talk about if you have been a victim of a crime, especially a violent crime, and you are going to face your assailant in court. I'm going to tell you what most likely will happen when you see them face to face or you hear them testify. I was sexually assaulted, raped in the military in like 30 years ago, and I did not report. And finally, I did file a report, and so on and so forth. And so I saw my assailant, my rapist, in court for the first time last January. And I won't go into a lot of details because it happened kind of in a roundabout way. And I never thought it was going to happen, but it happened. And this person had also raped, a year after he raped me, he went on to rape someone else, and she told, and he served time in prison for it. And I'm just going to tell you how this works. And our rapes were very similar. Hers was more violent in nature because he had a knife, and from her testimony, he threatened to kill her. Mine, he didn't, because it was my then fiance's best friend. Fiance came back home. It was just, oh. Anyways, the rapes were very similar, except for the ending and of both instances. And so, anyways, when I read the affidavit, when she reported, he said that it was consensual, that she invited him into the apartment, that whatever the case was, and he denied ever raping her. But he did. There was evidence. She talked. He did serve time, thank God. But anyways, when I reported and I was in court with him and I said he raped me, he had a lawyer with him, and she objected, of course, and said my claim was outrageous, something along those lines. But not once did he ever admit my rape, even though it was past the statute of limitations. And he can't serve time for it. So really, even if he had said it, he had done it, he wouldn't have been able to be convicted for it. But I'm going to tell you, because when I found him, um, and I called him to confront him about what had happened, he said in court, when we were in the courtroom together, he said, ever since my phone call, which was December 2019, he hadn't slept all night, and he had to, close his blinds, and he was so worried. He was so scared for his life. He was worried that I was going to come after him, and he was scared of me, and or whatever the case was. I have the recording because I got the CD from the case. They sent me, they record everything in the courtroom, and they put it on a CD and they send it to you. You can listen to it. I forget what the program is, but he was afraid. He hadn't slept for months, whatever. So what your rapist does is they turn it around on you, and they basically state they don't know why you've tried to call them. They don't know why you've tried to contact them. Yeah, they knew you way back when. And then they state that they turn it around, and they put everything on you as if they're kind of confused why you're trying to call them and talk to them and find out why they did what they did. Not only did my rapist cry wolf, he also, I found out through the grapevine, which has been proven, I find out after I called him and we were going to be in court together, I find out he contacted my sister, and he said in court that the reason he hung up on me when I had called him is because he had contacted my family, or my family contacted him, or he had been in communication with my family, and my family told him to watch out for me. So he used that in court too. As if I was the one going around assaulting people, or that I was a danger. Like, he turned it around and said he was afraid of me. This is what I have to say. If you rape anyone, if this is your MO, that this is what you do, and you are a violent person, just know that someday one of your victims may come try to call you, try to get in touch with you, just to ask why. Why did you do this to me? Why would you hurt me? What is it inside of you that caused you to make these choices? What is this? I don't get it. And when my therapist asked me years ago, why do you think this happened? I'm like, cried. I said, I don't know, because I would never hurt anyone. I would never violently assault someone. I would never put my hands on someone without their permission. I don't know. And I said, maybe he was abused. Maybe his mom hurt him. Maybe he was molested. I don't know. But the thing is number one, they turn it around on you. They don't admit it. They don't apologize. They're not sorry, because they feed off of this. They get off on causing people harm. And it's not just you. It's not just the victims. It's people in their lives too. It could be a spouse. It could be a family member. It could be a son, a daughter. A path of destruction throughout their whole lives. I don't know why. But all I know is that I guess the best thing to do when you face your assailant in court is probably just wear earplugs. Ask the judge if the person is not going to acknowledge, admit, and apologize. I wish the judge or the courtroom would allow the victims of any kind of violence to put headphones on, to block out the noise, because it's just noise that's coming out of their mouth. Block out that noise to say, I'm not going to hear this. I don't want to hear what they have to say. Because I'm telling you right now, anyone who perpetrates a crime against somebody else is not sorry. They don't care. It's just the way it is. They don't care. So the best thing I think a court or a judge should allow that person to have headphones on, so that they don't have to hear their assailant. So me as the victim can go and testify and say what I have to say. Maybe also allow the testimony of whomever has suffered at the hands to be in another room, so they don't even have to see that person. The worst thing when you have been a victim of a violent crime is to see that person, see them smirk, see them smile, ha ha ha, I got, whatever the case is. It's just an act. It's just a game. It's all bullshit. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say, is that I wanted to give my thoughts on what you may experience if you face someone in court for the first time, whether it's a day after the assault, a week after the assault, will you have to pick them out of a lineup, whatever the case may be. Do your best to realize that they are not sorry for what they did. They are not going to apologize. It is in their nature to be evil. That's the way some people are. You can't change them. You can't. So the best thing you can do is give your testimony, put your headphones on, and allow it to be done that way. That's just the way it is. That's my experience. Just throwing it out there. I'm hoping it helps someone else. And if you have been, I hugs to you. I have lots of love. Get into therapy, join groups, get healing, get help, do whatever you can to not allow that situation to define who you are as a person. never allow the actions and behaviors of someone else to control you, downgrade you, negate you, make you feel shameful or guilty. Never, ever. Do whatever it is. Fight your way out of it. Even if you were not able to fight back during the assault, you can fight back now. Fight for your freedom. Fight for your rights. Fight for your joy. Fight for your peace. Fight for your work. Just fight. Go to court, say what you have to say, and then fight to get some sort of normalcy back. Because don't wait too long. I waited 30 years. Oh, the scars are deep. But anyways, that's what you have to do. So there you go. I hope this helps someone. If you need help, post below. Thinking about getting a P.O. box in case someone wants to write and just let it out, because there's nothing greater than being able to release your pain, release your trauma, release whatever it is. So anyways, I hope everyone has a good day, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye.